It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back, and today, I know it's been a minute. It's been a couple weeks. Bro, I ain't even realized that I just been like on the go. I got a lot going on in this last month or so, but I'm dropping y'all a video today. I got the drop fade. Now, this hair cut is difficult, right? What I mean when I say difficult, because this hair is like super straight, super stiff, like, so the blending process is a little different, right? But what you want to do, you still want to start your guideline low and work yourself all the way around the head. Okay, then after that, after you make your guideline and bald it out at the bottom, next thing you want to do, I use the 2-guard here, 2-guard, and I wanted to go against the grain, right? I wanted to go against the grain because, like I said, this hair is very stiff, it's thick, it's very straight, right? It's kind of deceiving. So I wanted to go against the grain because I know that it'll give me an even look and, much more fluent look. So that's why I chose to go against the grain. After that, we want to come back, no guard. We want to open our level up, and we want to go up about half an inch. So we just really, it's like we knocking out the bottom guideline that we just made, right? The first guideline, but we coming up over it like a half an inch. So really, like I always say, sometimes you create a line or take a line out, right? And work it all the way up until there's no more lines to be made, right? So that's basically what we're doing, but we go up half an inch, work it. You see me working the corner of my blade. Working the corner of your blade is gonna be essential every time on every haircut, no matter what, right? So on one side we did that, on this side we do the same thing. You could tell I used the corners of his eyebrow in order to make sure everything was consistent all the way around. So we did the exact same thing on this side what we did to the other side. Okay, so the next thing we want to take our 0-guard right here, right? We have a 0-guard, which is kind of equivalent to a half guard if you're using like Wahl guards, right? But I take the 0-guard, and what I want to do is try to remove that second guideline that we made, but I want to keep it low, right? So I'm not trying to go up too high, and that's why I say really I'm trying to remove the bulk in that area and blend it. Again, his hair is straight, it's thick, it's kind of spaced out. I'm not the blend is a little different, right? So you're gonna have to work it. You're gonna have to work this a little bit differently than you would other drop fades, right? Based on the hair texture. But if you use your same steps, your same way that you always do things, then you can get through it. So I still use the corner of my blade. I still know how high to go up. I open my lever when I start. I gradually close my lever down when, fading also until it's completely closed. So this particular clipper, the Apex clipper, this is a Stylecraft Gamma clipper. It has the click. So you can go down 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, 4 clicks till it closes. Or if you don't have the clicks, which is okay, I don't mind either way if I have clicks or don't have clicks. You just close it a little bit each time until it's completely closed, until you got the look that you're looking for. Again, working the corner of the blade is gonna be key here. You see, that's exactly what I'm doing, right? So just continuously do your work with this. This is 0 guard, like I said, it's kind of like equivalent to a half guard. So just work it until you can't use that guard anymore. And once you can't use that guard anymore, then you'll come back and use no guard and work your way from open to gradually close once again. So here you see I don't have the guard on anymore, right? I'm just working the corner of the blade, working with the lever open, and that's it. It's a process when you doing a drop fade, and also trying to keep it low, trying to keep the fade low. Of course, I can make it look a little different if I was to bring it up higher. Yeah, I'll make it a little different, but because we trying to keep it low, it's got to be dark in certain spots, and it's got to be faded tight in certain spots. So that's what we're doing. That's why it's taking the amount of time that it takes in order to get everything to look the way that it should. Okay, and once we done with that one side, then we come back and do the same thing on this side. So again, we trying to keep the fade as low as possible. We're not trying to bring it up too high, right? So we just trying to remove the bulk. And again, just keep it consistent. I'll speed up the video for this side a little bit. Just try to keep it consistent. Work the corners of your blade. Remember to use your gradually close your blade. Go from open to close. And just work your way down, and then everything should come out the exact same. Now, after we worked our way all around the head, we used the same two guard that we used on top. We want to use that on the beard also. So we just want to go against the grain here also, just to make sure everything is the same level, neat, same as the top to give a certain type of look. Now, again, just keep everything consistent to make everything line up the same. Now, when it comes to the lineup, the first thing we want to do, we want to start with the vertical bars, right? And I just kind of wanted to give y'all a different look because a lot of times I started from the middle of the line and things like that. But I'm using the absolute hitters from Gamma Style Crest also. Once you get this blade set, it's nice, right? It works really well, right? But so we start with the vertical bars and then we start with our C cuts, right? Or curve or whatever you want to call it, right? So I just take my time with doing everything and I'm trying to keep everything as natural as possible. One thing I didn't do on this haircut is use enhancements. No enhancements were used on this haircut. The only thing that I did use was the Mr. Outliner Detailing Mist, which will be back in stock in like 2 weeks. I know it's been a long time, and I know it's long for me too. I only got like 2-3 bottles left for myself, so you know I need it just as bad as y'all need it. But anyway, you see how good these trimmers work, right? And when you take your time with the lineup, you can actually get a real crispy line on it, right? So this is just a different viewpoint for you. You see how that fade? It maybe before I put the line on it, you couldn't really see everything come together. But once you get that line on it, you can see how everything came together. You dig what I'm saying? So anyway, so after you do that, you want to come with the beard. The beard, I just want to put the trimmer exactly where I want the beard to be. I want to put up in a way, you know, you don't want to push down. You want to pull up in a way, right? In order to not push the lining of the beard down. You'll end up pushing it down and you'll end up giving them a pencil beard. What they call that? Yeah, like a pencil thin beard. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to do that, make sure you pull away. Make sure you take your time. One thing I'm gonna do on this video that everybody always brings up or says I don't do is use the razor. A lot of times I don't need the razor, right? My clients, my cuts, they don't need the razor. You see how sharp stuff be, right? He not even red, right? That means I don't have my trimmers right here completely zero gap, right? I can use as much pressure as I want to and it's not gonna cut them, right? So knowing how to set your trimmers and also knowing how to use your trimmers to get a look is key, is essential, right? It's key. When you have a client of this skin complexion, you want to make sure you're using trimmers that's not gonna scar them up, that's not gonna whip them, right? So these are key things when choosing the type of trimmers you want and knowing how to set everything up. Now, after that, you want to brush the hair down, come work it straight across, right? We're going to get that line to work straight across, right? Take our time, boom, boom, connect it to that vertical bar that we did over there. Sorry about the refocusing. I actually shot this video on my phone, i13 Pro Max on my phone. So excuse the refocusing and focusing. I tried to cut some of it out where I could. In some places I could, some places I couldn't, because I still wanted to show y'all exactly what I was doing, right? But you see this, right? We just took our time, worked it, made sure everything was neat. Came out pretty good, right? So that's one side. So once you're done with this side, you turn them around and do the same thing on the other side. So after that, we come back. I already put some gel on this liner, right? I want to come back. I want to use my razor, and we just want to push back into the line that we already made with our trimmers. Now, using the razor on this type of hair is essential to get the look that you're looking for, right? Because this hair is stubborn. So you're going to need something a little closer, a little sharper in order to pull it off, right? So that's what we did. I used the razor, hit it, used it on the beard, used it on the line, get it sharp, get it crispy. Make sure you're just dragging the razor on whatever you already did with your trimmer, right? This is just accentuating, enhancing, making the line pop even more, right? That's what we're doing. We just did that to make the haircut last and look sharper a day or two more, right? So give them that good, crisp, clean look. How y'all like it? Now y'all know Mr. Outliner can use the razor too. Alright, so turn them around. Do the same thing on this side. So the exact same thing. This is repetition. This is when you start to become even faster with your haircuts. Your time gets down. You know what you're doing. You become more confident in what you're doing, right? You know exactly what you're doing. All your moves now are intentional. Everything I do is intentional at this point, right? You just keep them clean, keep them sharp, keep them crispy. I kind of like you. I like using the razor. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of times nobody asked for it. He didn't ask me for it on this haircut either, but I knew I needed to use it, right? So we got them clean. We got them looking nice. Look at them. We got them looking sharp. We got them looking casket sharp right there. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you stretch the skin when you're using the razor, right? And coming back against. You want to make sure, A, that you use something to make the razor glide. Also, B, you want to make sure you stretch the skin, right? Stretching the skin is essential when using the razor. We didn't give them any cuts here because we did those two things that we needed to do, right? All right, but anyway, so that's the video. I know I've been gone a long time. I'm gonna make sure I drop some extra this week. I'm gonna drop another video, another type of video this week. I jump back consistent right back. I jump back like I supposed to. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, this is the drop fade with the beard, with the beard, with the razor lineup. No enhancements. Still got the job done. You know how we do it. But like I say, if you haven't done it already, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease.